You're watching PTV.
PTV Live Holiday Edition is brought to you by our patrons. Kristin Kohs at the Sanctuary in Pleasant Hill. On the Porch with Todd and Ken. Matt and Tyler, Bay Area Doors, Chili Willy's Smokehouse Barbecue, and the Orlando Guy.
You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and Sherry Ketzel. Featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry, holiday drink recipes, and holiday home decorating tips from the boys, holiday shopping, and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live Holiday Edition. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben. And I guess Snoopy is sitting in for Sherry?
Snoopy.
Yeah, Snoopy is my wingman tonight.
We were going to have Snoopy light up, but he's not lit up.
No, he's not. He's not glowing behind.
No, he's not glowing. We'll do him later.
Yeah, but, oh, look at that. Hello, Kath. Kath, by the way, for those of you that follow us, Kathy is our cousin, so she's familia. So, hi, Kathy. Good to have you with us. Ben, how are you doing?
I'm okay. It was a really fast day at work. I felt like I couldn't get anything done because I kept getting interrupted. And it's a traditional Monday. Tomorrow should be a little better. I actually have to do some video editing for work. So I've got a couple of things I have to do tomorrow that include my editing skills. So fun at work.
Yeah. Paul's making comment here. So it's crafts with Ben tonight? No, you know what? We don't allow Ben near the hot glue or scissors. So
Nope, we're giving ourselves a smoke break. No crafts today.
Trust me, crafts with me is a hazard.
No, I was already crafty enough this past 3 days to get Christmas done. So.
Sherry's not with us, so there is no craft tonight. However, we will be giving you a good Christmas forest update tonight. Speaking of Christmas, you know, it's only 93 days until Christmas.
The 5th is going to be Wednesday. 3 months is Wednesday. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah. Santa's busy. So, yeah, definitely.
Gotta get everything done. I want it done.
Yeah, we'll give you an update about how we're doing with the forest, but it is good to have everyone here with us. Let's go ahead and, you know what? Every time we do a new tree, Chatty likes to hang out on a new one. So let's see where Chatty is this week. So Chatty refers to Chatterphone. There's the ornament right there. Chatty is spending his time in the peppermint gingerbread trees. If you were on earlier tonight during the opener.
Doesn't flash.
No, but it'll move it a little bit there. You saw me wandering around the dining room there, touching both of those trees there, the peppermint gingerbread trees. That actually was reduced to 2.5 minutes from 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So it took me 2 hours to decorate those trees this time. But Chatty's hanging out this week. Ben, you saw Chatty this week.
Yeah, he seemed pretty content.
Yeah, always content. But it's great to have new people with us as well. So
hello, everybody.
Welcome to our show. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's good to have you with us.
Was Aunt Bethany say on Christmas vacation, hello, everybody? Hello, everybody.
That is exactly what Aunt Bethany says.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get started with the show tonight. We're going to do a cocktail. Doug has been craving a dark and stormy. He loves rum and he likes ginger beer. So
we've had these kind of in the past, but I figured since it's warm out today, I'd rather have a dark and stormy. I hate the heat. And plus, it's supposed to be the first full day of fall.
So we're going to have a ginger beer, but first we're going to start with the rum. And in this case, this is a bottle of Dorley's fine old Barbados rum. Doug wanted to pick this up. He's had great things that he's heard about it.
Well, actually, it was recommended us at Total Wine.
So
they said it's supposed to be really good.
So we're going to give this one a try. It starts with 2 ounces of rum in each glass.
Let me smell it.
There you go. We'll get the ice in the glasses. So, this is
this does
a
smell
pour and
pretty
go.
good.
Oh, we don't have any lime.
Oh, I'll go fetch.
Yeah.
Okay, go get our squirts.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. And oh goodness, it is dark and stormy in Ontario.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Oh.
Doug loves gloomy weather.
He does. He does.
He lives like a mushroom.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and start with 2 ounces in each glass of this new rum. And we'll see how it goes.
Is that the bottle that was sitting in front of me on the counter this weekend as I ate?
It is one of the bottles that was sitting there. The other one is a 151 proof. So you don't want to drink that one straight like this.
No.
It's Demerara
rum.
Yeah.
So
Got our little baggie of limes we kleptoed from the Mexican restaurant.
all right. So I've got 2 ounces of rum in both glasses. Let me go ahead and start by putting in the lime wedge.
Squirt and then dump. Just dump the whole thing.
Yeah, I want to squirt and then I'm going to dump the wedges in.
Yeah. The heat is just.
Well, with the name like Cozy Christmas Podcast, I would assume that you would like cozy gloomy weather as well.
It is good to have you with us tonight, Cozy Christmas.
Yeah.
And let me get the other one going. Here we go.
Apparently, a lot of people like gloomy weather.
Oh, definitely.
Again, it's so much easier to keep yourself warm than it is to try to self-cool you. Plus, it's cheaper.
Well, Paul's in Chicago, so he says, I'm with Doug. 65 and cloudy rain tomorrow. How nice.
That's nice.
Glug, 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 glug. Now this is about 4 ounces or half the bottle.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be hitting a high here in the Bay Area.
This is the top off the glass, so...
And then it'll start backing off. So
not dark and stormy, but
it's kind of dark.
So there we go.
Looks like it literally looks like beer.
So this is a typical dark and stormy. Just rum, ginger beer, and a little lime.
That's so good.
Would you call it refreshing?
It's really good.
Sorry, Ben?
So
Would you call it refreshing, or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can taste the rum.
Yeah, you can taste the rum. It's refreshing.
You got the lime in there.
And you get the lightness of the ginger beer as well.
It's really
definitely a good drink.
It's so good.
And we were in line at what Doug calls Avenue Q yesterday afternoon, and he said,
"We got to pick up whipping cream."
Yeah,
or aerosol can of whipped cream.
So yeah, we did that.
And a bag of spinach, and we ended up getting 2 cans of cranberry sauce and Mirror Glen diced tomatoes with no salt.
Just a lot of different things.
And we ended up getting this stuff, and it's like...
And you all found that at Avenue Q.
Avenue Q, which is, for those of you that are not familiar with Dougism of...
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Yeah, it's Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
There was I think I've said this so many times, I'll just repeat myself. There was a musical called Avenue Q that was made with like Sesame Street puppets. Well, they use those pretty much that same look, the puppets, when they were marketing and doing commercials for Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. They haven't done that in years.
No.
I always call it the skanky looking Muppets from Avenue Q. They're creepy, just like the musical.
Rachel is in New Hampshire. She says fall is there. So I would love... I am jealous right now because we have 100-degree heat in the backyard today and tomorrow. And then it'll back off just a bit. But I'm looking forward to fall. But with drink in hand, why don't we go ahead and get started with the Hallmark Channel movie review. Okay, this movie, Falling Together, starred Ashley Williams and Paul Campbell. Natalie tries to bring feuding neighbors together in her new condo building. Her unexpected ally is the building's super who prefers to avoid getting involved.
Thank you, Paul. I was channeling him. He did not want to be a people person, wanted to be a total introvert. Then you have this extrovert coming in who's so bubbly and so sickly, cloyingly nice and sweet and a busybody, and she was amazing.
Well, to explain it, she was moving from Miami to Pittsburgh. She got a job as in the admissions office of Carnegie Mellon. So she had access to college campus, but her job didn't start for 6 weeks. She had plenty of time to get familiar with the neighbors, but none of the neighbors in her new building liked talking to each other. In fact, some of them actually just downright nasty. Hated each other.
Yeah, they were just all nasty each other. And here's this person kind of go in and want to meddle in everybody's business and say, we need to love each other. And it was a very good movie. It was good.
Ben, what is your take on the film?
Well, there were some really great parts where I think the chemistry between Ashley and Paul's characters was really good. They both know how to deliver lines really well. They weren't just reciting them. They actually felt like the characters were talking as opposed to just barfing things up that they memorized 10 minutes before they filmed, which has been the case in some of the movies, especially 1-2 weeks ago with that former Full House star, which...
Oh, yeah.
The bad wig. Now, yeah, that was bad.
I want to say Richard is saying that it was a bit heavy-handed as a Walk for Alzheimer's PSA. To be honest, Hallmark will sometimes get heavy-handed with some sponsorships, but in this case, it's actually a very worthy cause. Alzheimer's is something that people want to stamp out. So it helped with part of the plot line of the film. Ashley's character got involved. What was her name? I forget her character's name.
Natalie.
Right
there. It's on the screen.
Natalie got involved with the fundraiser of going on a walk to end Alzheimer's. And it turns out that Saturday, September 21st, was Alzheimer's Day.
World National or World Alzheimer's Day was September 21st.
So they did target it with that in mind. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was appropriately done. And I compared it to when we were watching Cedar Cove. This was like 6 years ago. They were doing product placement for Ford and breast cancer awareness. And it was gross. It was badly put in. Like,
yeah,
crunchy. This was, you knew what it was, but it wasn't all about that. And it just was enough because we all can relate. I know people who passed has dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And every single one who can relate that this was a big deal.
You can see in the picture, Paul Campbell's character is holding an orange flower that represents people that support those in the community of Alzheimer's disease. So, we personally know people that have had an effect, that have been affected by Alzheimer's. Most people do. That aside, I thought that the chemistry between Ashley and Paul's characters was stellar. Spot on, and definitely levels above anything we've seen in the last few weeks.
This one had a lot of extras, a lot of little nobody was hogging the main one and taking it over. So you had the pie restaurant girl. Then you had all the people who were in the building. So everybody was appropriately had the amount to keep the story along. The movie was, the story was basically just about her, Natalie, or Ashley Williams. Again, cloyingly sweet. She's just a bucket of candy that I was smiling through the whole movie. I mean, she had that infectious, contagious, just so nice. And she was just so good.
She acted like a person that you wanted to be around.
Yeah, she was just so bubbly and so nice.
Like Daniela says, great to hear that y'all liked it. Ashley and Paul are truly Hallmark's A-list talent,
Absolutely.
they do elevate any
I,
family.
I
I only had two things that I really had an issue with on the film. One was the heavy-handedness of the Alzheimer's involvement, but I could understand that based on how one of the characters in the film was living with Alzheimer's, and she was the one who was actually organizing the event. So
Right.
I'm okay with that. So I gave that a little leeway. However, I did have issue with seeing the same fall trees, fake fall trees, sprinkled all over the sets, everywhere you went.
I think they had a limited budget for decor.
it was the same tree was moving around everywhere. It was like
they
they only
looked
had one
fake.
same
They
tree.
just looked fake. It was you could tell it was done intentionally to put you in the fall frame of mind and to put you in a place in the Northeast that does experience beautiful color changes during this time of year. But they could have done a little bit better of a job with the actual background trees. They just seemed like leaves that were pasted to a post and then moved around.
Yeah, except I really do think that they probably had a limited budget
I'm sure they did.
for fall decor.
And they did not record this in fall. They did it probably in July or
Probably.
late June or in July or really early August. So I mean,
But I think they blew their budget mostly on Ashley's jacket that she wore in the scene that's
oh wow, she had great clothes. I mean,
Yeah.
she just was spot on. Went in there a little afraid that it was going to be forward breast cancer awareness, heavy-handed.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was enough that talked about Alzheimer's, and it
Yeah.
was in your face, and they tidied it up, and it was just, it wasn't ping-ponging
So-
everywhere. It was very good. We
Ben,
gave it an 8.
Ben,
It was
what-
one of those- I was just going to say, it was one of those movies that, even though it was ending, I didn't necessarily want it to end because I was enjoying the characters that much.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, I gave it 8 gold crowns. It wasn't a perfect movie, but
No.
it was good enough to make me want to watch it again if it was on.
It's interesting that we fall along the same line. The Orlando guy, he gave it the equivalent of 7 gold crowns. And Paul Eichenlaub, by the way, Paul, in honor of your observations during watch parties, Ben eating burritos, he gave it 4 Ben burritos, which is the equivalent of 8 gold crowns. And Ben, you actually had a Ben burrito over the weekend.
I did have a Ben burrito this weekend. I spent the weekend with Arnie and Doug at their house putting together some things that we'll look at later on.
Yes.
But I did have a burrito for lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
It was so big, I had to split it in 2 and enjoy it throughout the day.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about that in a bit, but we're going to take a quick break and do a little cleanup here, but we'll be right back. Oh, look at that. Michelle liked it too, gave it also an 8.
Yeah, it was a very good movie. If you want to do it and feel good,
Yeah.
and you just I mean, Ashley just hit it out of the park, and she's just such a good actress. And Paul was really good, being kind of surly, and they were just very. It was a very good, memorable. I
Did you
watched
see-
again.
Did you see Jim's hashtag?
Leave it to.
Hashtag leave it to Hallmark.
Oh God, that's a dad thing.
Yeah, by the way,
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
Jim's show is every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on his YouTube channel.
You didn't give your ranking. Yeah, we said 8 gold crowns.
Yes, it is. We did give it 8 gold crowns.
Yeah, I mean, it clumped right along. I mean, it was like all of a sudden we look and I was fast forwarding it. I was remote control duty. And all of a sudden Ben looked up and goes, we were already a half hour, or 40 minutes in.
It was that enjoyable. I wasn't even playing on my phone during the
No.
movie. I was so engaged with the movie.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't farting around with anything else. I was completely watching the movie.
We'll give that one a Dougism.
Oh, God. Here, let me throw that glass away.
Okay.
Oy vey.
We're going to take a quick break here, do a little cleanup, but we'll be right back here watching PTV Live Holiday Edition.
Christmas gift values up to $15, now only $4.96 at Kmart. The amazing cookie machine, delicious decorative fun. Make beautiful rugs with the amazing speed tufting kit. Create exciting fancy foods with the potato chip machine. The bottle and jar cutter recycles throwaway bottles and jars into beautiful glassware. The rhinestone and stud setter stylizes jeans, shirts, anything. Homemade ice cream is easy with the automatic ice cream machine. Get these great Christmas gift values for just $4.96 only at Kmart.
You're watching PTV.
And now, another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. Putting your lights on the tree is a very important step to decorating your Christmas tree. First thing you need to do is check your strands every year to make sure they work properly. Plug it in and move it around a bit. This will help ensure that all the lights are working properly and sitting in their sockets the right way. If you're using a new strand, make sure to prepare your strand. Carefully remove all the tags from both ends of the cord. This will make for a cleaner look on the tree. Don't do this. If you do, take extra care to cut off those tags. Take the time to stretch the cord. This will relax the lights. It helps when you're putting the lights on the tree. And that's another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. And we're back.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a
Put things away. Put this over here.
yeah. That was a good
Idea.
a little moment of cleaning up here. So let's go ahead and get started with our next section.
What's new at Trader Joe's?
Ben, you have the item there, the packaging. Let me present your camera so you can show it to everyone.
We're getting cookies tonight.
Apple shortbread cookies.
All butter apple shortbread.
Yeah.
Now, I've already heard how these are. Alex actually reached out to me and he said these are delicious.
Oh goodness, that's great.
So he's a chef, so he would know what's good and what isn't, or at least according to his taste buds.
Okay, let's give it a try.
I don't really taste the apple.
I do. But you've been having dark and stormy.
Yeah. My taste buds are sullied.
Oh, that's a nice little crisp hit of apple there.
Yeah,
I like that.
I taste lime.
These are freaking delicious.
Oh, look at that. Jay has not tried them yet, but she bought them for Apple Fest this week. So yeah, if you live near a Trader Joe's, give this one a try. It is the all butter.
I mean, they're delicious. They
Shortbread.
just taste like butter.
And just like your typical shortbread, they are crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
And see, for shortbread, it has to be crunchy. I don't mind. I do not mind a crunchy shortbread.
No, these are good, and these will not last.
They're Archway?
Three
made by Archway? Pepper Ridge Farm?
It doesn't say, but they're released by Trader Joe's. And 3 cookies are 140 calories.
Okay.
19 grams of carbs.
The apple's very subtle.
Well,
I feel like tang, but I don't know if it's the butter.
I would definitely have those again.
I am going to have them again.
Yeah.
Full box. Right?
I'm not a big...
He's right.
I don't mind crispy if it's meant for be like a very... But I like a more tender than just crunchy, doggy cookie, crumbly texture. I don't do crunchy, crumbly cookies. But if it's a thin, like a ginger snap thin wafer, those are delicious. Like a waffle kind of cone, thin consistency. That I want the crunch. But cookies, soft. They should have a little crisp, but they either should be chewy or soft and cake-like.
Well, what about Oreos?
I don't like them. They're crunchy.
All right.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
So
Okay.
if he's gonna have a chocolate chip cookie, it's not going to be a Chips Ahoy.
No, he likes
Those
his
things go
own.
thrown in the trash.
He likes baking his own. He likes a more chewy cookie.
Well, don't ever throw your Chips Ahoy in the trash. That's a travesty. You can save them for me.
Well, Danielle's not too picky.
Well,
But I do like
my standards are.
I do love a good chocolate chip cookie, though. But let's go ahead and get started here with a Hallmark spotlight. This week's ornament is Hero and Baymax from Big Hero 6, the Disney cartoon that was, gosh, how old is it now? 10 years now.
Oh man,
I think this is the 10th anniversary celebration.
it's an excellent movie.
Wow.
But this particular ornament is being released in October. It will be $21.99 at your local Hallmark Gold Crown store. And I know that we don't have this on our wish list, but we will be buying it. As it turns out,
We need it.
we don't really have many ornaments from Big Hero 6.
Yeah, we do not have a plain Jane Hallmarky. You'll see why when it comes up, because this is something we got to talk about extensively.
Yeah, you'll see why we really need this ornament.
Like Lisa said, are we going to actually show samples? Should we pull?
Yeah, you should probably pull those, but we can get those during the next
Yeah,
commercial. We'll
because
get those
I will
during the
show
next
you
commercial
what
break.
we're doing. It was
We do have to show you what we've been doing. Okay, but I bring this all up in mind because of thank you to our patrons this year. Because of your generosity and your sponsorship, we have been able to expand our Christmas forest to 45 trees. We've been able to purchase lights and the trees and extra things that were needed to fill out our forest. If you're still
the room
interested,
is very full and it's fun. It's super different, and the vision that we had, it's turning out perfect. It's
Yeah.
actually it's almost exceeding my
I
expectations.
cannot wait to talk to you about it. Ben, what did you think of it this weekend?
I was blown away at the results that I've seen so far. I shared a clip of it with some of my coworkers during a management team meeting this morning, and they were all blown away at the level of detail. So let's leave it at that, and we'll discuss it a little later in the show.
Okay. But I'd like to specifically call out our
They had their
patrons,
moment.
Matt and Tyler. They had their Zoom call this weekend. We showed them what we were doing. The tree that they sponsored is the Disney animation tree, and they were thrilled with the results. They could not believe how beautiful it was. As a matter of fact, Matt texted me afterward, and he said that Tyler said that everything was just absolutely amazing. That's what he told me. That's what he said after we got off the call. So,
I mean, I've done the whole video thing, and it's one of those you kind of need to be there. The video represents an idea, but it's in a frame of reference.
Yeah.
Until you're in presence of it and you're standing there, it's like nothing other. And even we have to live with it for almost 4 months. It does give us, I do feel a little gobsmacked at time because it's just the detail. Because I was actually working a little bit on and off today. I would start something and do work or fart around with something else, and it's just, oh my god, everything takes forever, but it's turning out awesome.
yeah, it really is. And I'm very glad to see the results so far.
It's
I
a
can't
lot.
wait to see it all complete. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because
soon.
right now you guys can't see it, but we have tote hinge. We have totes everywhere. So,
And
yeah, it's tote hinge.
Toad hinge.
It's really bad, and we know it's temporary because you have to make a mess in order to have chaos, organized chaos.
Yeah.
But you need piles of stuff because you got to go put it here, move this and put it there, but you can't deal with that until you get this done. But you got to get that done over there to get it over to get that other thing done.
Yeah.
To start the main thing that you want to do.
Yep.
So it's like,
Well,
but it's almost done.
we have another tasting to do tonight, so why don't we go
Okay.
ahead and get to that one? Okay, Ben, I'll present your camera because we have two different types to taste tonight.
We do?
You go first.
Yeah, you got yours and we got ours.
Okay. I have a sample of the Lay's tzatziki wavy potato chips. Now, I love tzatziki sauce on my stuff at Greek restaurants, and this is just the flavoring of tzatziki sauce. Am I pronouncing that right?
Tzatziki, yes.
Tzatziki.
Okay. Let's give this a shot.
It's a gyro, not a euro.
Oh,
Have
you had these before? Because it looks like the package is sullied.
He gave us.
no, I opened it to give you guys a sample.
Do we have any?
We do have a sample.
Then why are we not trying them?
Do you want to try these instead?
Yeah.
Yes, you need to try these.
Okay, we will try them.
Ooh. Yeah, they definitely smell dairy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
They're good.
those are
Like,
good.
really
I have,
good.
to, I have to close them now. Otherwise, I'm going to eat myself into a coma. These are delicious.
Try one more.
Yeah.
But man, these are good. Yeah.
These are delicious.
Ben, show the bag again.
I'm going to have one more.
Yeah. The Lay's Wavy Tzatziki. It's a limited edition flavor. If you can find that in the grocery store, we recommend it.
Yeah.
Definitely, we'll give that one a thumbs up.
I don't think I would eat these with sandwiches other than maybe a chicken gyro. This would go delicious with.
Now, being that we tried those, next week,
Yeah, I can't do this one.
Doug and I will be trying these next week. The Lay's Wavy Funyuns. Now,
Wow.
Ben, you wanted to try these. You did not want to try these.
No, I do want to try them.
You don't want to try them. Okay.
No, we could probably wait until we do
We
the other
can
one.
wait till you can get a sample of these, and then we can try them together.
Yeah, if I'm out and about and I'm shopping and I see a bag of those, I can pick them up.
Where did we?
We got ours at Ace Hardware because we needed
That's-
to go over $100 to get $20 off. I had a coupon. But we ended up going way over the $100, but we're like, oh, let's get this. I wanted to try them, but we got our $20 off. I used my
got
coupon.
the chips at Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, they have a lot of things at Ace Hardware. As a matter of fact,
Ken
Smith. Yeah, Ken Smith is here in the chat. He has recommended a root beer that you can buy at Ace Hardware. It's distributed across the country. It's called Frost Top Root Beer. We haven't bought it yet. We went in to buy it with this, and we walked out without buying the root beer. So we're going to go back to Ace and pick up that root beer and try it again sometime.
Well, there's a place called Frost Top. I guess it's like a restaurant where you can get the soft serve and it's a root beer float that they make there. Well, they sell the root beer throughout the United States, and we're going to get it.
If you guys come across a can or bottle of those, save one for me because I love root beer.
Definitely.
Bottles. Yeah, it's bottles.
It's bottles.
And we asked the person, they said, oh, it's right behind the cash register in their little refrigerator thing. And I'm like, and we forgot. But we got spider spray.
Yvonne, I'm right with you. I would have never thought to go to Ace Hardware for chips.
Well, there's all kinds of stuff.
I buy all my snacks at
We got
Ace.
our jam jars. We got spider spray. We got electrical cords.
He says they have 0 candy bars and Chico sticks galore.
Oh, they have all kinds of like specialty candies at Ace. They have all of my meat church stuff, barbecue stuff. Ace Hardware is really great.
Yeah.
We got our electrical bars, 7 extension cords.
Well,
We got a lot of crap there for over like $100 and something bucks, but I got to use my coupon.
With the Christmas season approaching and with us decorating the way we do, we got some more crap sent to us. So let's check out more crap delivery. I want to highlight
We haven't bought
comment. Frozen pies from Ace are amazing. We have not bought them yet, but I've heard nothing but great things about those pies.
They had them there. We didn't have them buy them.
Hold on. When did Ace Hardware open up a grocery section?
But no, it's a freezer bin that they sell these frozen pies.
Just saying, I would not have thought about going to a hardware store for my snacks.
Oh no, they have excellent pies.
Yvonne's gonna have her husband Kelly take her to Ace.
Oh my God, Ace is the place. More than your helpful hardware man. They have, I call it our ultimate junk store. I mean, they have everything. Okay, got my Doug's gloves on.
I'm opening the package because we received 4 Christmas ornaments in the mail.
DisneyStore.com was doing their little 25 or 30% off sale.
Present yourself.
Okay.
The bastion of culinary delight. I do want to... Okay. So, thank God for DisneyStore.com. This we've been wanting. We needed to get, because we had the other Hallmark given to us for the Haunted Mansion. We got the marquee.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I believe he's watching Parrish from my office bought us an ornament at Disneyland last month when he was there at Downtown Disney. And we said, we've got to fill out the rest of the collection. And this is the result.
Oh my gosh. This thing is just enough to make you wet yourself. I mean, look at this sucker. Now, we got Disneyland. Of course, they have Walt Disney World, but, you know, we're a little, you know, snobby with Disneyland. It actually lights up. The marquee. But this, if anybody knows on Harbor Boulevard, coming off the 5, going into the parking lot in front of Disneyland, this is amazing.
That is the sign that greeted you for about...
That's how big it is.
About 12 years.
About 12, 15 years. That sign greeted you.
And do you know who bought this when they tore it down? The actual letters?
It was John Stamos, right?
Yes, John Stamos bought. He's a huge Disneyland. He has in his property on his mansion. He has all the letters. He bought the marquee. Well, when you're worth millions of dollars, you can do whatever you want. That's awesome. It lights up. A breathtaking thing.
Okay, I'll go ahead and start unpacking these so that you can lift them out.
So everybody knows I'm just Haunted Mansion's my baby.
Oh, Richard misses the old marquee side. I do too.
Know. You go into a parking structure.
Comes in a little egg crate kind of thing.
Oh yeah, these suckers are not going to break. Oh, these are awesome. Okay, here's the dynamite guy. I can't really see.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, they did exquisite job on this. And then the back has the logo.
Here's the next.
I mean, these are just awesome.
And here's the next one.
These are going to be displayed throughout the year. I'm not packing these things up. No way. I mean, look at that sucker. So we have the, what's the girl? The umbrella girl. And then I forgot her name. I just call her Umbrella Girl. They all have names. That's Dynamite Guy. This is Quicksand Guy. No, this is Constance. Constant Hatchaway.
And she sits on top of a
her dead husband. Because she just kills all her dead husbands.
Well, she kills her husbands. She doesn't kill them dead.
Yeah, she kills her husbands.
Yeah.
This is Constance Hatchaway. Awesome.
And then the last ornament.
This is Quicksand Guy.
This is the Quicksand one. This is the last of the 4. We got all 4 stretching portraits in ornament form.
Thank you, Disneyland.com. So here's the quicksand guy. So these are the fabulous Haunted Mansions. So we just picked these up. There's 2 other ones. Ben, did you even see the ones that are available for the Great Mouse Detective this year? That's actually at DisneyStore.com.
I did see that one.
The one, yeah, where he's smiling like cheese. So we need that one for the. We'll be talking about that.
That particular pose is a redo of a scene from the movie.
Yes. So we don't have a Great Mouse Detective. You said we were going to borrow your door. Guess what? We'll just buy that when we would buy the Princess and the Frog. You know, has it available when they go on sale. Sorry, Disney, I don't pay full price. No, not our Disney hat.
Those are really nice ornaments.
I mean, this is...
So we're thrilled with our more crap delivery.
Yeah, I mean, we had to get these. I mean, come on. How can you not say?
I'll be getting that soon. I'm going to wait until there's... they usually do a good sale on Christmas ornaments sometime in October. So I'll wait when
They
they've got
might do it during Prime Day.
Yeah. And that's in October, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
8 and
October
9.
8th and 9th. Amazon Prime days are coming.
So
That would be perfect. Because
I
if
would
you're gonna
borrow-
put a big if you're gonna put a big order, we just need 2. If we don't go over,
to the Mouse Detective and what's the other one?
Princess and the Frog.
Okay.
If
So
we don't want to.
We'll stay in contact with you regarding that.
Yeah, because if it's on discount, we don't go over
And
all
everyone,
of them.
you'll understand why in a moment. As a matter of fact, we're getting to that in just a moment, but we're going to take a quick break. But we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition.
You're gonna make it after all.
Welcome to the heartbeat of Orlando, where style meets the Sunshine State. Express your love for Orlando with our casual line of clothing, celebrating the iconic 407 area code. Feel the vibe. Wear the pride. 407 Original Brand Apparel. Available at theorlandoguy.com.
You're watching PTV.
When it comes to great holiday pumpkin pies, there are no 2 ways about it. Mrs. Brinker's is Mrs. Smith's. And because, as she says, this is family, Mrs. Tonelli's pumpkin pie is always Mrs. Smith's. Mrs. Smith's pumpkin pie. Right from using pumpkins grown especially for us, they're made with exceptional care, which is precisely why even Mrs. Smith's pumpkin pie is Mrs. Smith's. For the holidays, every family's pie should be Mrs. Smith's.
Okay.
I have one thing to say. I have never in my life seen a frozen pie served in an actual pie plate as opposed to the aluminum foil that they usually come packed in from the freezer section. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Oh, it was so staged. It was fake.
It's the 80s.
Yeah, it was the fake. Everything was 80s. Big hair, big music.
I will say this. We were talking about pumpkin pie all weekend, so we had to get one.
Well, they know that I have to eat something pumpkin on the first day of fall. Yesterday was the first day. I have to. I don't think I broke that tradition in years. I have to eat something pumpkin. So when we watched the Hallmark movie, it was about pie. It was a pie shop. So that night when we talked to it, because all three of us were there, I said, hey guys, this is what I want to do. I haven't had a Costco pumpkin pie in probably a decade. Ben needed gas anyway, so they left early Sunday morning to go get a pumpkin pie, a pork butt, and gas. What else did he get? Huge pork shoulder.
Frustrated?
Pork, pumpkin pie, and gas. So they went to Costco in the morning while I was sleeping.
She went to extra lengths to conceal that store-bought pie.
Oh, yeah. But the pumpkin pie, I can't remember ever having it. It was good. I mean, it's pumpkin pie, but at least I had my pumpkin fix last night.
Yeah. Ben, did you have any of the pumpkin pie yet?
Have you had it?
I did. We have one small sliver of pie left in the house.
You poured the whole thing of that down last night? That was half a bottle.
I live with Tom and Sherry. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. I had a sliver last night. We still have a quarter of the pie left.
Yeah.
We have 1/8 or one quarter of the pie left. Not quarter. 1/8.
Yeah, because I gave you 2 quarters.
Yeah, half the pie.
Yeah, half of the pie.
And we've eaten just over half of that.
Okay,
it was good. It was good.
Yvonne is asking, is whipped cream a must have for your pumpkin pie?
Oh God, yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, part of the fun of a pumpkin pie.
And I don't care if it comes from a can or if we've whipped it ourselves with a little vanilla and sugar. I'm good either way.
You have to have whipped cream. Oh my gosh, it's cardinal sin. I mean,
pumpkin pie, pork butt, and gas. Let the party start.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you guys fetched that in the morning. I woke up.
The pork butt actually we got because
we're gonna have our guy smoke it for us.
Our friend Chili Willy, who is one of our patrons, is going to smoke that pork butt for us. I'm very excited about that.
Because I like smoky meats. I'm gonna have lots of the meats.
Yeah.
So I love pig. My animal goes from turkey, pig, cow. And then I have to just eat a lot of chicken. I hate chicken. I eat so much chicken. I'm not a fan of chicken.
He's not that he hates it. He eats it.
I eat it.
You tolerate it. I love
tolerate
it. It's not like fresh tomatoes.
Oh God, those are But I love everything turkey. Turkey, I think, is the most magical animal next to pig.
There's nothing wrong with raw tomato, Doug.
There is everything wrong with it.
Now, Richard is there, smoked that butt. Here's the thing.
We are.
It is a huge pork butt. It's 14 pounds, I think.
Well, yeah, you got whatever.
Yeah. So he's going to smoke it all, but he's also going to freeze it for us in smaller portions.
Cryovac it.
So that we can enjoy it for several months, which means Richard might be enjoying the bounties of that smoked pork butt when he comes to visit the Christmas forest in December.
Pulled pork sandwiches, loaded tater tots, pizza, loaded baked potatoes, pork butt, carnitas sandwich. We can do carnitas tacos. That will be smoky. Oh my God, we're gonna have everything pulled pork.
Looking forward to it.
Such a magical animal.
Well, tonight's episode was called Christmas Forest Update.
There we go.
So it's time, finally, it's time for the Christmas Forest Update. Doug is choking here.
I'm gagging myself. I'm dying. I ate all the chips. Goes in the trash.
Okay.
They're good.
All right, so the Christmas Forest Update. We have been busy. All of the west wing of the house here, the villa's west wing has 8 trees. Those have been done for a couple of weeks, but we've been starting to work in the family room, living room. Well, we got a lot of it done this weekend. So let's go ahead and get started with talking about it. And I'll go ahead and tell this. Like I said, 2 hours of work, and I got all of the peppermint gingerbread trees decorated, both of them. They're not completed yet. We still need to put the finials on top and also the ribbon that acts as a garland. That still has to be put in place. But that will be happening as we have time in the next couple of weeks. You can see I have all the ornaments staged right there on the table. Makes it a lot easier to decorate when you have everything in front of you. And of course, because the Christmas Disney Grove, that we're calling it, is made up of 7 or 9 trees, depending on how you look at it.
So yeah, and you go in for the archway of the hall. You go into the front of it. That's one gigantic room. But the foyer is half living room, half dining room.
This is one of 7 trees, and you'll notice that it's twisting. It's because of the Lazy Susan that I have underneath. It's very easy to put lights on. This is the second of.
Oh, by the way, I don't touch
trees.
these people. I only do 1 tree, the largest tree.
Yeah, he does 2 trees.
This
actually.
Arnie and Ben do this kind of stuff because this is massive science.
I take my time to light them very carefully. All of the little tags are torn off or cut off so that you don't see white little tags on all the plugs.
That's if you're putting new lights on, because if you're just restringing lights that you've used in prior years, you just dive right in because we've already done the work the previous year.
Right, and you'll notice I'm wearing baseball batting gloves because the trees are a little pokey.
We have very tender hands.
And so I fluffed and lit this whole tree. This one is 500 lights, or no, sorry. This one is, this one's 500 lights. Sorry.
It's one of the animation.
And
that's one of the trees. Yes.
That's one of the trees there. But there are 7 trees in the Disney Grove and 2 trees for the Disney animation, as well as Pixar animation. And that Lazy Susan that it's sitting on makes all the difference. So this was us. We did a little shopping over the weekend as well. We went into Lowe's, and they had
I love Lowe's.
Some things for Halloween, but they also had Christmas stuff available. You'll see a giant Parker Mickey.
Yeah, I kind of went, that's going to get destroyed out in the weather or stolen.
But we ran across.
We procured something.
Bluey, and there's Doug. We saw Snoopy, and
yes,
yeah, he had to give Snoopy a hug. He really, really
I
wanted
love
this.
Snoopy. I mean, and this
Lowe's had a lot of decor,
so much stuff.
And Yvonne is saying, "You guys remember our Christmas tree?"
Oh yes, we were on the phone.
I was on the phone with Yvonne and Kelly.
Driving, actually.
Doug was driving over the Willow Pass when we were talking them through the disaster of their tree. That was several years ago.
I had a session like that with Rob Fuzz one year too.
Yeah.
Why I don't have a problem with pre-lit trees. There are a reason for it. The pre-lit trees could be done really well. They crap out within a year or two. There's something about pre-lit trees, the lights just do not last.
Now, this is Ben and I unpacking the Disney Grove, which used to be just the Disney tree with over 1,200 ornaments on it. Now...
the Millennium Event at Walt Disney World.
Now it is a grove of 7 trees. All the ornaments are now distributed among 7 trees, but because we have more room, we're able to use more of the ornaments that we have. Keychains, buttons, antenna balls included. We probably have close to, I would say, anywhere between 1,800 and 2,000 ornaments
still sleeping
for those trees.
I was still sleeping. That was sunlight.
Yeah, you were still sleeping at that point.
I like the bells.
Okay, this was when Ben went back with us to Lowe's to get the Snoopy. We had to have Snoopy, and so you'll see Snoopy in the cart, or actually be strapping him into his seatbelt.
That's where Santa was. From Great.
Yeah, Snoopy had to be strapped in so he didn't move around. We wanted to make sure he was safely stored in his seat, so he's fine. But this is the that's the beginning of the grove. You'll see the shiny bright tree in the back corner there, and the Disney Grove is in front of you. Nothing has ornaments on it. Nothing is staged underneath it as well. You will see this. We started with this one. This was the Disney animation tree.
Okay, so this is a story.
Do you have the ornaments?
I need to go fetch them.
Okay.
So, like, I've thought about this back in February. Again, when we know how hardcore Christmas we are, we think of it year round. So what we wanted to do is I wanted to represent every single Walt Disney feature animation that was ever created, from Snow White to the recent one that's coming out in November, Moana 2, which just recently came out. We have made ornaments, double-sided ornaments, that I created and designed, and then Sherry helped me. We bought the ornament blanks, and she sublimated. You might want to do the sublimation.
Sublimation.
We sublimated, but this is the official artwork from Disney, from feature animation, from the Walt Disney feature animation, that has the actual theatrical movie theater poster, and then the back, you don't see it, which I'm going to go get, has the title card of the logo with the date of it premiered. And we did all 63 movies that Walt Disney put out, from Snow White to Moana.
All those ornaments are there. All of the ornaments are on the tree, and all of the ornaments that are there also have coordinating ornaments that match the movie.
So let me go
with a few exceptions. And the only reason why we have a few exceptions to it is because we just didn't get them, or they just didn't make anything. Really,
there were some movies have been released by the Walt Disney Company that just either were not properly marketed or didn't have any type of extra stuff made to pick up at the theme parks or at their stores. Or like the Black Cauldron, Arnie and Doug have a video cassette release because it was back in the mid 80s that some restaurant did a tie-in for Happy Meals and included those particular things with the Happy Meals or whatever that they had.
I wanted to bring this one to the attention of everyone. This was put front and center specifically because the people that sponsored this tree were Matt and Tyler. And Tyler's favorite film from the Disney animation canon is Beauty and the Beast. So I made sure to put a lot of ornaments there, front and center, for that particular movie on the tree. Now, once we have them made, we're going to have a personalized ornament on that tree as well that has their name on it, as well as the year that the tree was sponsored. And on the backside, it'll have the PTV Live logo too.
It was a massive labor of love. And as a graphic designer, I could pull this stuff off. This is something that Disney would do. Okay, so just to give you an idea of how detailed this stuff is, let's go full pro. So here's the actual ornament. So there's the movie poster of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. So when you flip it, it actually has the logo from the feature animation of Mickey Mouse, a feature animation. That's the title card of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. That's the day it was released. October 5th, 1949. So we have this that we made. And
each ornament is double-sided.
Each ornament is double-sided. So for this feature has two stories in the feature. And to do Mr. Toad, they released this one from Disney Parks. Released the 70th anniversary of Toad. And then for Ichabod, because there's two parts to that thing, I got the Headless Horseman. So we have an ornament, a 3D Hallmark, mostly Hallmark, if we could find. We're missing, because some they didn't even make ornaments of.
Yeah,
but so for this one, so this tree has this homemade ornament, and then we have an ornament made from it. So this one is our like pride and joy. So we're at Frozen 2. We have Olaf, Little Mermaid. We have Ursula and Little Mermaid. So we have a couple ornaments that represent each one. Now, I mean, it is so cool.
Ivana's saying, please tell me you have these available.
Ivana, email us.
Those are amazing. Yes.
We have talked about this.
We can. Please go ahead. If you're interested, just go ahead and email us.
Yeah, you have to email us.
peppertreevilla@gmail.com, and we can share details with you about that. So
I mean,
let us know.
It was just a really... So there's this part. The other tree next to it, we did all 28 Pixar movies. And we have an ornament for every single Pixar movie from Toy Story to Inside Out 2 that just came out in November.
Yeah.
Or in June. So this was hours and labor.
Doug did a lot of work on the layout. I did a lot of the research to get all the logos and things of the films.
So we have 2 trees, Pixar and feature Walt Disney. It's something that we've always wanted to do for these trees. Now this tree, these are 7 trees that came from one tree.
Yeah. So this is the Disney Grove. There are only 5 trees up at this moment. There are 2 smaller trees that will sit in front. But once we get it all ready to go, you will definitely see it. I will keep you in the loop on that. I wanted to make sure that you could see what we had so far and what we've done. And you'll see a lot of the ornaments are keychains from the parks. You'll see ornaments that are also available at parks. A lot of Hallmark ornaments are on the trees as well.
Some of these go back from the 60s. I mean, our ornaments are... Oh, I did this last night after pie time.
Yes. This was Doug. This is Doug decorating the
pine cone.
The pine cone tree display that we
have. That is all the classic collectibles that the Disney stores did have. I was trying to...
Okay, so. I need to address a couple of things here in the chat stream that's going on. Richard is asking if we did ornaments for the Pixar shorts, and that answer would be no. If something comes up in the future that would warrant that, we might consider that. We wanted to feature the movies.
I'm hoping that they accept the invitation, but I've asked our friend, who's an executive producer at Pixar, over for dinner, so that he can see the Pixar tree. So I'm hopeful that they can make it out.
So so the tree toppers of these, we took what was the very first one. So we got a really cool doll, like a Barbie doll, Snow White, that goes on,
and Woody,
because that was the very first animated feature. And then Woody was Toy Story that started it all. So that's all our classic collectibles, and in each sty is flanked with Pixar and the feature animation. Then Shiny Bright from the 1940s. And then you have...
There's Oswald Disney on top. You'll see there's Mickey.
Plain Crazy.
There are 5 trees that are topped with Mickey through the years, as well as a 6th one for Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit.
So there's that Mickey down there. That tree topper's been on... There's a huge story. I can go get this tree topper. People love it.
Go get it and tell the story.
Yeah. I'm going to break the Headless Horseman. So I'm going to go put this back. But I love Ichabod and Mr. Toad. It's a really cool thing.
So Jim says you guys put 100 times more effort into just one of your 40 trees than I put into the entire residential Christmas decor. I feel like I don't know how to Christmas when I watch PTV Live.
But he's learning.
Yeah. But I'm learning. Thank you, Jim. So buttons that go back from, the 80s that we have on the tree.
Yeah.
Some keychains. Some of the ornaments are so old on these trees. But I'm very, very pleased with the end results of the animation tree specifically. But I'm thankful that okay.
This tree topper is 23 years old. I got him either on Thanksgiving weekend of 2001 or the first or second weekend of December of 2001. I went to Disneyland. They were doing called The Merriest Place on Earth. It was this artwork was exquisite, very vintagey. And they created this plush, and this plush has been on the Disney tree since 2002. Every single year. Ben has been obsessing over it for every year. He actually found it on eBay and he wanted to have it too.
Yeah, he's just on my tree in my dining room.
So go back up.
Yeah.
Oh, come back. I gotta show his feet. So this is 2001. So this Mickey, and this was the only tree that went up. We only had one tree in 2008. We bought the house in November. We put carpet in December 5th, that 8th or 9th. He put up the Disney tree. We only put up one tree.
Yeah.
And it was just this tree.
There's a comment here.
Everything has a story. Like,
there's a comment here from Mike Wheeler says, I think I'm on one of the trees. Indeed, he is. He's on our experiences tree.
Yeah, that's gonna be
it's going to be part of the Hall of Experiences.
So you finial dobras or tree toppers for your tree to be avant-garde.
You've come up with the name Hall of Experiences?
Yes.
That sounds like a display in old Tomorrowland in the 50s.
But you can have finial dobras or tree toppers. Could be not just a star or an angel, but they could be anything. And we have a lot of handmade stuff. We have just a traditional handmade star. We have old-fashioned stuff. For the train tree, we use the cap that has Mickey ears on it. It's a conductor hat.
Yeah.
So Cruella de Vil's on the Dalmatian tree. It's just endless. All of our trees are just, they have a story. When people come, they're like here for like 2 hours and we only got like halfway through because everything has a very specific detail in the story. That's why we did this on August 25th.
So Mike Wheeler says, most people do say I'm an experience.
Oh yeah, our house is definitely an e-ticket. You're here, you get the food and the experience, and we're also a Hallmark.
We have a question here. How much time do you spend just planning what goes where for your trees? We actually start planning the day we're taking down the trees.
Christmas never stops with us.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea, this year, Ben was over. I made like a quick little Easter thing. It was the three of us. On Easter Sunday night, we were filling out, purchasing our wish list for Hallmark ornaments Easter night. So we were getting this year's Hallmark ornaments in March. So Ben took them to the Hallmark store the next Monday to get our ornaments that we want for 2024. We
were orders 2 and 3.
Yeah. We were literally like 2 and 3. So we think about it. There is some artwork I'm going to create.
What does that mean, 2 and 3? It means that we were the second and third people to turn in our wish list for ornaments. I wanted to make sure that was
the catalog just came out, like just that Friday.
Like right here, Christy Turner. She's one of our more recent villagers. Just started watching us. She works for Hallmark in Virginia. And she said earlier in the chat that she was organizing ornaments for the debut, which is happening on October 12th, Saturday. But because we are Ornament Club members, we will be able to get our ornaments the day before on Friday, October 11th. So we're excited about that. Really looking forward to that.
We're putting up, I did some t-shirt artwork. And the t-shirt artwork that we had, the store got corrupt. And it was a mess. We took it down. We found another t-shirt store you could buy our swag, and there's another t-shirt I'm going to make. Oh, God, I got the burps. But it says, I just created a new shop.
We created a new store. We don't have anything loaded yet, but we will be advertising that next week on PTV Live Holiday Edition.
Yeah. Way to bury the lead. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, so I need to put up the artwork, but one, I'm going to have a cool logo, which is very simple. I already have it in my brain. It's going to be Christmas is a lifestyle. Isn't that brilliant? Because I can wear that year round. Because for us, Christmas is a lifestyle.
Yeah. So
we're not normal.
That's our update for this week.
We're reliving what our childhood would want to do.
We will give you another update in the next coming weeks. In the next coming weeks.
We had an electrician already look at our house, so I'm not worried about what happened.
Burping was done.
Burps. At least I'm not like Barney.
But I am so glad that you were able to be with us tonight. Ben, what is happening this week on Life with Ben?
You all are going to get a closer look at the process that we did of setting up the Disney Grove, or what we were able to set up to the time that I had to leave on Sunday afternoon. So from Friday night to Sunday afternoon this past weekend. I documented what I could, and I just slapped it together, and you're going to enjoy that this coming Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, right here on Pepper Tree Villa.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Yvonne. Yeah, I want to create this thing. I mean, because Christmas is a lifestyle.
Yeah, and one more again,
Because I like lifestyles.
the ornaments that we showed you for the artwork that we
Yeah.
have on those trees. If you're interested, just drop us a note on email.
So, if you really want the whole set, that would we would have to really discuss that because there's
Did Donna miss that section? I don't know if you were here or not, Donna, but
there's Wish, and then the back has the title card and
Yeah,
the day it was released.
The name, the logo of the film, and the year it was released is there.
That looks like a
And
movie.
all 63 films are
Yeah,
available like that. But
all of them.
if you're interested, just let us know, and we'll talk. You can email us, peppertreevilla@gmail.com, or send us a direct message through Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. We're on all social medias. So just go ahead and get a hold of us.
I mean, this is something that Disney should be making instead of just endless amount of Star Wars and Marvel crap. That's all they're creating, and I appreciate Star Wars. I appreciate Marvel. They're great IPs, but this is what they should be creating.
Paul,
So I have to create my own merch because Disneyland and Walt Disney World doesn't have this kind of stuff.
Paul is asking, are we seeing the Ben Burrito? Unfortunately,
No.
no. But the moment of Groovy, stick around. You will see all 63 of those movie ornaments.
Watch.
Watch the moment of Groovy.
This is cool.
You're not going to want to miss that. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this edition of PTV Live Holiday Edition. Sherry will be back with us next Monday night with a Christmas craft. You're not going to want to miss that. She's been having some fun creating some beautiful things.
Oh,
for
she's on a
Christmas this year.
project. She's like a dog with a bone right now for some stuff in our kitchen. Let's just say we will show that.
We will show that when we get closer to having the kitchen decorated. Ben, is there anything else that you'd like to share?
just that I'm looking forward to my leftovers after the show's done.
What are you having?
I've got some food from Asia Express, one of my favorite restaurants around.
Oh, wonderful.
Right.
That's right. We are going to be just making some salads. So we're looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
I need to eat greens after this
Everyone,
weekend.
thank you so much for joining us
Spinach.
tonight. We'll be
Lots of
back
spinach.
next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, for another episode of PTV Live Holiday Edition. And Yvonne, thank you so much.
Thank you
It was
for
good to see
showing
you.
us. It's been
Good
a while.
Good seeing you.
mean,
But,
yeah, contact us if you have any questions. Operators are standing by. So watch all of these things. Yeah, these were a labor of love.
It really was.
It's like, oh, let's do this.
So,
This will be a fun project.
It was a project that Doug and I and Sherry, all three of us worked on this really hard. So take a look at it. You'll see what we're talking about.
And the back has Luxo and the ball. So when we did, instead of Mickey, I don't have that.
Oh, that's for Pixar.
We'll show that next week.
But anyway, everyone, it's been a pleasure
Thank you.
spending time with you tonight. We're so glad that you spent some time with us. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben.
And you've been watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now it's time for your moment of groovy.
I'm done.
Good night.
Bye.
PTV Live Holiday Edition has been brought to you by our patrons: Kristin Kohs at the Sanctuary in Pleasant Hill, On the Porch with Todd and Ken, Matt and Tyler, Bay Area Doors, Chili Willy's Smokehouse Barbecue, and The Orlando Guy.